Hi, my name is Officer Santos, and today I will be conducting your citizenship interview. How long was the wait time for you? Can I see your permanent resident card, your passports, and a form of ID? Just hold them up so that I can see them. You can put them away now. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statements you will give and provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You can put your hand down. Did anyone help you fill out this application? Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen? Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Have you ever voted in any federal, state, or local election in the United States? Do you now have, or did you ever have, a hereditary title or an order of nobility in any foreign country? Have you ever been declared legally incompetent or been confined to a mental institution? Do you owe any overdue federal, state, or local taxes? Did you file your taxes this year? If you can please hand me your latest tax returns. Can I also see the letter from the IRS confirming your payment arrangements along with a bank statement that reflects the payments made to the IRS? Thank you. Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you called yourself a non-U.S. resident on a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a lawful permanent resident? Have you ever been a member of, involved in, or in any way associated with any organization, association, fund, foundation, party, club, society, or similar group in the United States or in any other location in the world? Have you ever been a member of or in any way associated with the Communist Party, any other totalitarian party, a terrorist organization? Have you ever advocated the overthrow of any government by force or violence? Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion? Between March 23, 1933 and May 8, 1945, did you work for or associate in any way with the Nazi government of Germany? Were you ever involved in any way with any of the following: genocide, torture, killing or trying to kill someone, badly hurting or trying to hurt a person on purpose, forcing or trying to force someone to have any kind of sexual contact or relations, not letting someone practice his or her religion? Were you ever a member of, or did you ever serve in, help, or otherwise participate in any of the following groups: military unit, paramilitary unit, police unit, self-defense unit, vigilante unit, rebel group, guerrilla group, militia, insurgent organization? Give me one moment.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo te está yendo con la práctica? Recuerda que si te gustaría prepararte para responder una entrevista como esta, ofrecemos un curso en nuestra página cursosconfernando.com. En este curso encontrarás un orden de trabajo sin interrupciones que podrás estudiar a tu propio ritmo y a tus propios tiempos sin importar tu nivel de inglés. Además, contarás con el apoyo de nuestro equipo ayudándote en tu preparación. Recuerda, esta página es cursosconfernando.com. Continuemos con la práctica. Mucha suerte.
Okay, let's continue with the interview. Were you ever a worker, volunteer, or soldier, or did you otherwise ever serve in any of the following: prison or jail, prison camp, detention facility, labor camp, any other place where people were forced to stay? Were you ever a part of any group, or did you ever help any group, unit, or organization that used a weapon against any person or threatened to do so? Did you ever sell, give, or provide weapons to any person or help another person sell, give, or provide weapons to any person? Did you ever receive any type of military, paramilitary, or weapons training? Did you ever recruit, enlist, conscript, or use any person under 15 years of age to serve in or help an armed force or group? Did you ever use any person under 15 years of age to do anything that helped or supported people in combat? Have you ever committed, assisted in committing, or attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you were not arrested? Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer, including any immigration official or any official of the U.S. Armed Forces for any reason? What were you cited for? I need to see the tickets and the proof that you already paid them. Thank you. Have you ever been charged with committing, attempting to commit, or assisting in committing a crime or offense? Have you ever been convicted of a crime or offense? Have you ever been placed in an alternative sentencing or a rehabilitative program? Have you ever received a suspended sentence, been placed on probation, or been paroled? Have you ever been in jail or prison? Have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Been a prostitute or procured anyone for prostitution? Sold or smuggled controlled substances, illegal drugs, or narcotics? Been married to more than one person at the same time? Married someone in order to obtain an immigration benefit? Helped anyone to enter or tried to enter the United States illegally? Gambled illegally or received income from illegal gambling? Failed to support your dependents or to pay alimony? Made any misrepresentation to obtain any public benefit in the United States? Can you tell me what gambling is? Have you ever given any U.S. government officials any information or documentation that was false, fraudulent, or misleading? Have you ever lied to any U.S. government officials to gain entry or admission into the United States or to gain immigration benefits while in the United States? Have you ever been removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been ordered removed, excluded, or deported from the United States? Have you ever been placed in removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings? Are removal, exclusion, rescission, or deportation proceedings currently pending against you? Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces? Are you a male who lived in the United States at any time between your 18th and 26th birthdays? For this next part of the interview, I am going to ask you 10 questions. You will need to answer 6 of them correctly. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Where is the Statue of Liberty? Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. When do we celebrate Independence Day? When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? In what month do we vote for president? Who was the first president? Okay, great. Now, please read the following sentence. Okay, now please write the following sentence. Delaware was the first state of the United States. Delaware was the first state of the United States. Delaware was the first state of the United States. Excellent. You approved both parts of the interview, the civics test and the reading and writing test. What is your complete name? What other names have you used? Are you going to change your name? State your name as you would like it to be. What is your date of birth? Where were you born? Can I see your birth certificate with the English translation, please? Thank you. What is your current address? How long have you lived at this address? Can I see a valid proof of address? Okay. What is your previous address? Where do you work? How long have you worked at your job? What are some of your job duties? Are your parents U.S. citizens? Were they married before your 18th birthday? How long have you been a permanent resident? How did you become a permanent resident? Do you have children? How many children do you have? What are your children's names and their ages? Please hand me the birth certificates for your children. Thank you. What is your relationship with your children? Do you have any children that live outside of the United States? Are you married? What is your spouse's name? When did you get married? Do you have the marriage certificate with you? If you can show it to me, please. Thank you. How many times have you been married? Have you ever been divorced? Can you show me the documents from that divorce? Okay. Have you traveled out of the United States since you submitted this application? When was the last time you traveled out of the United States? Where did you go? Who traveled with you? When did you return? Okay. In the last 5 years, how many trips have you taken out of the United States? On any of these trips, have you spent more than 6 months in a year outside of the United States? In the last 5 years, how many total days have you spent outside of the United States? What is one thing you plan on doing if you become a U.S. citizen? Now, please answer yes or no to the following questions. Do you support the Constitution and form of government of the United States? Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States? What is an oath of allegiance? Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms on behalf of the United States? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services in the U.S. Armed Forces? If the law requires it, are you willing to perform work of national importance under civilian direction? Congratulations, you have approved your citizenship interview.
Si te gustaría informarte de cómo son las entrevistas en la oficina que a ti te corresponde, dónde tendrás tu entrevista, te invito a que nos sigas en nuestro segundo canal de YouTube, Citizens Ahora. En este segundo canal ponemos experiencias todos los días de diferentes partes del país. Puede ser que una de estas experiencias te dé información que tú necesitas para tu entrevista. Así que no olvides, síguenos en nuestro segundo canal de experiencias, Citizens Ahora.